christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Groupers' offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Peterson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. Punt is on its way. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities. Turning it on! He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's what...
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Back to throw, it's Reed. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. slips one guy, and now he's loose. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Groupers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll keep it on the ground, off-right tackle. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Here's a heat. With the catch, it's Craig. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Groupers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's open on the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Aggies are marching down the field. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Starts to scramble to the left. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is currently ahead of this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll do it himself. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. The 12th man on and standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Groupers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they...
Oh, what vision. Wide open, it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Groupers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throws toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw.
And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Groupers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. On the ground, it's Moss. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
To the air, it's Reed. Touchdown, Aggies! They punctuate the chance for the trip to the end zone.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Chandler. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Trying play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear. And
looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Still on his feet at the 35. There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for a crease. It's Daniel. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The groupers will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David? Turning it on! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You got to love this guy's speed, and obviously throughout his football career, it's paid dividends for him, but this ain't high school anymore. You just can't outrun everybody like you used to back on Friday nights. This defense is fast.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Just outside the red zone in the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He leaves it with his back. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, we're still happy to get the field goal.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for space, it's Moss. Got the first down and more. Still running at the 40. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Plows through the defense. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got some room to run. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they were able to corral him for a huge loss.
And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 12 to Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is the play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the option. He'll toss it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The groupers send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll leave it with him. And And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs.
Ball is loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And the groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. He's got great speed. And there he goes. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no strength.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC.
Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now on the option. Hard running there. Got the first down himself. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The groupers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll do it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll go right back to him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the groupers line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Might be calling a hot route. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. After this, it'll be a wrap. Might as well give it to him again. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.